Dexter Resurrection returns this week with episode 7, and the tension is higher than ever as another seat vanishes from Priya's deadly table, leaving just 2 players standing. This episode finally puts to rest the haunting question of whether Mia might still be alive, confirming her fate once and for all. The Gemini killer meets his inevitable reckoning with Dexter, which, let's be honest, was the only possible outcome. Meanwhile, Leon Prater presents himself as an even more twisted and disturbed figure than we had imagined, culminating in a chilling ending where Dexter could inadvertently lead Batista straight to Leon's sinister doorstep. So, let's unpack all the key moments and revelations from this gripping episode. Spoiler alert, of course. The ending is pivotal. Batista, with his relentless pursuit, hopes to unmask Dexter as the dark passenger or connect him to a string of murders. But in an ironic twist, the true danger lies with Leon Prater and his closely guarded secrets built on his obsession with serial killers, which Dexter's actions now threaten to expose. Towards the episode's close, we see Batista deliberately left a tracker in Dexter's car, an important move given that Dexter always drives himself to Priya's mansion and declined a ride returning from the castle. With Leon revealing there will be one final dinner before the gathering concludes for the year, it's likely Dexter will be driving himself there again, and Batista could follow the tracker directly to meet Rapunzel, Dexter, Priya, and Charlie, an ominous mix of suspects in one place. This setup opens the door to dangerous possibilities. Could there be a sacrificial killing? Might Angel face death, given Charlie's ruthlessness when protecting the group? Or, could Batista himself be the one to reveal Dexter's true identity as not Red Schmid, shaking up this final confrontation completely? Batista's decision to plant that tracker might just spark the explosive drama awaiting us in the remaining episodes, consequences none of the characters, including Batista himself, can yet fully grasp. There's speculation that Batista might seek out Detective Wallace to join his investigation, but Dexter has already sown doubt in her mind, painting Batista as someone unraveling after his partner's death and obsession with finding the Bay Harbor butcher. Wallace likely won't back him up, forcing Batista to continue his mission alone. In terms of Dexter's calculated moves, this episode showcases his mastery in covering his tracks. From 2 surviving Gemini killers last week, none remain this time. Dexter confronts Gareth, revealing he knew about Gareth's twin and their joint operations, something the Gemini killer arrogantly revels in. When pressed for more details, Gareth withholds information, but his ego betrays him, leading to a violent confrontation in which Dexter kills him in self-defense, effectively eliminating both Gemini killers. The episode's title, Course Correction, reflects this decisive moment where Dexter turns the tables. He brands Gareth as a threat responsible for Lel's disappearance, easing suspicion on himself even though Charlie's doubts linger. The Gemini killer was known to act in pairs, so Gareth's solitary behavior is suspicious. The episode also reveals Al's true nature, outwardly sociable and friendly, but a deranged and obsessed killer beneath. His chilling fixation and enjoyment while stalking victims fuels Dexter's motivation to eliminate him. This episode expertly balances Dexter's 2 worlds, taking down killers while evading law enforcement scrutiny. Yet the chaos intensifies, especially with Batista closing in. We also see a different side of Dexter as he supports Harrison, helping steer him toward college and away from dark tendencies, although Harrison's story seems poised to take a darker turn, evidenced by Elsa's troubles with her landlord and looming conflicts that Harrison may intervene in violently. Gigi appears as a possible stabilizing influence for Harrison, though his future remains uncertain and fraught with danger. Dexter may blame himself for this looming darkness, but if such traits run in Harrison's blood, his control may be limited. Delving deeper into Leon Prater's backstory, he claims honesty is paramount. Dexter's own dishonesty about the dark passenger touches a chord with Priya, who shares his tragic past, losing his parents in a deliberate hit-and-run by Colin, who had killed before, sparking Priya's fixation on serial killers and inspiring him to befriend the very person responsible. Priya even compares Dexter to a former inmate friend who gave him his first trophy, highlighting the twisted kinship among killers. His haunting words, "The truth is never boring," hint at ulterior motives, Could Priya know Dexter isn't red and simply be playing along? Known for deceit, he kept silent about causing Mia's death, yet paradoxically preaches honesty after learning the truth about his own parents. An unsettling scene shows Priya sipping Mia's favorite red wine in the castle, symbolically drinking her blood, underscoring his dark nature. His disregard for Charlie's caution about exposure adds complexity to their dynamic. Charlie herself faces challenges with her identity, revealed in a poignant moment reflecting her strained relationship with her sick mother and the solitary bond with the one person she cares deeply about. The episode also teases the ominous New York Ripper. While we hear the voice, its source is questionable. The killer was active decades ago, so the voice heard likely isn't an older man. New York Ripper hasn't killed recently but terrorizes victims' families via detailed calls. It may be a copycat or fanatic, possibly even Priya, who thrives on serial death and torment. This mystery likely extends beyond this season, setting up future intrigue. As always, the show's writing and pacing remain top-notch, with every storyline, from Dexter's hunt to Harrison's struggles and Batista's investigations, gripping and expertly woven. The shock of the Gemini killer's death felt fitting, and leaving Alan for last offers promise of a darker reckoning. Gaining insight into Leon Prater's past was a captivating highlight, especially learning how he came to collect serial killer trophies through his unsettling friendship with his parents' killer. The brief preview cuts before the episode build excitement perfectly, instantly engaging viewers. One standout moment was Dexter outsmarting Gareth, transitioning from feigned obsession to ruthless honesty, culminating in a brutal but satisfying confrontation. The show thrives on balancing intense arcs, keeping the audience hooked through every cutaway and plot twist. With only 2 episodes left in the season, it feels like time is flying by. I'm eagerly anticipating next week when Dexter may expose Leon Prater, potentially turning the final episodes upside down. So, that's a wrap on Dexter Resurrection Episode 7 Explained. If you want more in-depth breakdowns, don't forget to check out the playlist below. What did you think of this episode? Share your thoughts in the comments.